just so short into Xavi's era. Vinicius, but there's not been as much of a big gap between these two sides as is perhaps shown. It just shows that Barcelona at this moment in time are in a bit of a bad spell, but they've got enough quality to turn it around, and they've got a legend at the helm who can maybe try and just in the short term get them just above water, get them to where they just about need to be, and then maybe in a year's time build to where Real Madrid currently are. Memphis gives away a free kick. Foul on Casemiro. Time for Xavi or Busquets, the captain, to galvanise the Blaugrana troops, the Barcelona players. They're 11 minutes away from going out of the Spanish Super Cup at the first hurdle, the semi-final stage. Here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's going to be Toni Kroos who's going to take this free kick. Around about 35 yards out, right into the middle. It's Casemiro who attacks it, heads it at goal. Ter Stegen saves. That was a beautiful ball in from Toni Kroos. We know how good his delivery is. Picks out Casemiro. Just a shame his header straight at the keeper. Now Barcelona come forward. Dembele trying to jink his way past. Through to Pedri. What a chance this is. He squares it looking for Ansu Fati. And then it's cleared for a corner kick by Dani Carvajal. Real Madrid essentially tried to play offside. Pedri broke through it. So clever, so brilliant to do that. And then the pass could not pick anybody out, or it looked like at first. The flag is eventually raised against Pedri. So as I was just praising Pedri, actually was flagged offside. What a neat pass through. Just a shame that resulting pass couldn't be found to a Barcelona player. Must admit, he did look like he just strayed offside, and yeah, you can just, as I can see on my monitor, it is very clear that his right side of his body was just maybe a yard or so offside. Courtois out of his area to play it to his right to find Militao. Nacho to Courtois again. He'll now go to Militao. High ball into Barcelona's half for Benzema to chase. He's got a little bit more than Piqué. A few more years younger than him as well, isn't he? And he clears it against Piqué. Rodrigo wants a free kick. He's absolutely fuming that he's not got one over on the right-hand side of the pitch. Barcelona come away with it. It's going to be a tense finish for Real Madrid supporters inside the King Fahd International Stadium. Dembele on the left-hand side. They need him more than ever now. Busquets. Ball goes in over the head of Ezabda, and out for a goal kick. He's done that a few times, hasn't he, Busquets? Always look for that player, the winger on that right-hand side, to make that run beyond Ferland Mendy. They have made it, and he's just been unable to pick out a pass, hasn't he? The only time he's done it was when Torres sort of tried to cut it back on those two occasions in the first half. So Federico Valverde, the Uruguayan, is going to come off for Luka Modric. He might be in his mid-30s, coming towards the latter stage of his career, but he's still such a brilliant player to watch as Luka Modric, an icon in Croatian football, and you'd have to say over the last sort of 10 years, an icon for Real Madrid. But his evening's over as Federico Valverde comes on. Fresh legs in the midfield in what is going to be a real battle now for Real Madrid to hold on, as they know that Barcelona are going to come at them with everything they've got. There's Abda, Ansu Fati, Nico Gonzalez to Sergio Busquets. Alba finds Memphis, chasing back well is Federico Valverde. It will be a Barcelona corner on the left-hand side. Dembele wants it short, gets it short. Rodrigo is saying, where's the people coming back to support me over there? Cross in the middle, 2-2! Ansu Fati, the man to get his head on it. And Barcelona have responded again after going behind. The second time they've equalised. And it's Ansu Fati with it. Returns to the side after 2 months out. And he's back with a goal. And it's Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 2. And it's level again at the King Fahd International Stadium. What an inch-perfect ball in that is. Ansu Fati gets found. He just gets in front of Militao, and he's just seen it go off the top of the right side of his head, beyond Courtois, and he's managed to make it 2-2. Jordi Alba with the ball of the game. Absolutely sensational. And they have shown fight, never say die attitude, and it's rewarded them again. Well, it's his first time he's played under the new coach, Xavi. Great to see him back. Ansu Fati, one for the future. A new star for Barcelona for the fans to sing about in the wake of Lionel Messi's departure. With 5 minutes to go, it's 2-2. And we are heading to extra time once more. And as well, he came on as a sub in the 66th minute. Barca come again. Here is Ansu Fati. Low cross in there, straight to Eder Militao, who clears it away for Real Madrid. Vinicius goes down. Araujo has fouled him. Free kick. But it means it's a chance for Barcelona to get back. But Real Madrid take it quickly. It was inside their own half. Kroos, the man who took the free kick, gets it back from Karim Benzema. Kroos. In a game, of course, to sort of showcase the talents of both Barcelona and Real Madrid on the world stage. They have certainly done that here. Rodrigo away from Alba goes down, but it'll only be a Barcelona throw, not a Real Madrid free kick. And to be fair, it was the right decision, because as he got away from Alba, he did just sort of lean his foot in. And now there's a chance potentially for Barcelona. And it was Ousmane Dembele who got into the box. Courtois came out, stopped him, got a bit of a kick on the follow-through from Dembele. Was trying to square it to his right and find Ansu Fati in the box. But suddenly Barcelona have awoken again. They were in a slumber. And now they have really found themselves once again in this cup tie, which has been absolutely fascinating and exhilarating from the moment we started. Memphis to Jordi Alba. 4 minutes to go for someone to find a fifth goal and a potential decisive winner. Memphis, can he find Pedri? He can. He gets on the end of it. Brilliant tackle by Nacho. Pedri's down as a result. Nacho's trying to pick him back up. Pedri, though, is clutching his left leg, I think it is. As he was arriving onto Memphis's pass, Nacho's knee caught Pedri. Nacho did first of all win the ball, and it will be a corner kick to Barcelona. Pedri is saying to the referee, Jose Luis Muniera Montero, that he wanted a penalty. Won't get it. Corner's taken shot by Memphis. Out to Busquets. Jordi Alba. Can he put another precise cross in again? No, he cannot. Look for Araujo. It's away, though, by Casemiro. Real Madrid get it away. Busquets hooks it behind him. Good clearance away. And it will not go out for a throw. So even better play by Busquets. Finds Pedri. Now to Ezabdo. He's gone from the left-hand side now. He started the half on the right-hand side, but now he's gone to the left. But he's been dispossessed. Well played by Rodrigo, who's coming back. It's Real Madrid doing a lot of the defending at the moment, as it's Barcelona traffic. Trying to head towards Courtois' goal. Can the Real Madrid steam train head for the station and head for the Supercopa de España final? So far, as it stands, it's anybody's guess who's going to win it. As the ball from the middle, Toni Kroos was looking to find the run of Danny Carvajal, I think it was, but he's gone all the way out of play for a Barcelona throw. But they were mighty close, Barcelona, to making it 3-2. Dembele was trailing, was going down as he just tried to square it to Ansu Fati. But then Courtois, with his big hand, got in the way of it and stopped it from reaching him. Up into the air it goes by Nacho. Rodrigo's coming back from an offside position, so leaves it. Piqué heads it forward. Ball's been in the air. There's a succession of headers going in there, in fact. Carvajal will just play it all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. It'll also mean Ansu Fati will stare him down, close him down, and Courtois clears it. Straight, though, to Nico Gonzalez. Busquets with the ball forward. Dembele is onside, but did not execute the ball to him as well as he would have liked. Busquets again with that lovely ball. He's onside. It was Ansu Fati, the man who was offside. It was a great decision by the linesman on that side to originally play it, but then he did put his flag up when the attack was over. Of course, that is what a lot of them do across the world now and across the leagues, isn't it? Is they wait for the attack to be fully over, wait for it to develop, and then put their flag up. And to be fair, just seeing it back, Dembele did just perhaps stray forward as Busquets doing all the running, trying to close down Courtois, make life difficult for him, but Courtois was able to pass it out. Rodrigo goes down under a challenge from Nico Gonzalez, and it will be a Real Madrid free kick inside their own half. But we're heading for extra time and for another 30 more minutes, folks, so please do stick around, because this game is, you feel like, got something left to deliver us. Something special in that regard. 2 additional minutes. It has been a game where we haven't had many stoppages, and it has been 90 minutes that have flown by. Vinicius is found with a crossfield pass, but he's offside. And the man who started the first half so well, was a real sort of gem for Real Madrid, was proving difficult for Barcelona to keep his eyes on, was evading them at all times. It's been somehow been kept quiet in this second half. Ezabda, Memphis, surrounded by swarm of white shirts. Vinicius comes away with it. He's just got to probably carry this forward on his own. Tries to get away from Busquets. Brilliant tackle on Vinicius. The Barcelona captain just superbly went to ground, won the ball, got everything, and comes away with it for his team. We're heading into the first 60 seconds of 2 minutes added on. Will we get a winner? Barcelona have responded again. They've responded twice. They're yet to take the lead in this game. Could it change now, though? There's Abda. Taken on Ferland Mendes. He got enough for him to cross it. No, he hasn't. Mendy, too strong. Sends Abda on the floor. And it will be a goal kick for Real Madrid. It's not been too many occasions where he's been beaten on that side tonight. In terms of 1v1, it's been more sort of high balls towards his direction where they've slipped his sort of notice and slipped through the net. Jordi Alba with the clearance away. Thrown into Federico Valverde, courtesy of Carvajal. He's put under pressure by Ousmane Dembele. Casemiro to Toni Kroos. Nacho will find Ferland Mendy. There's 5 players in the Barcelona half for Real Madrid. This will be the last attack. Vinicius, Ferland Mendy. We'll now find Vinicius, who's level with Araujo. Can he get away from? No, he cannot. Good defending by Araujo, and that is full time. And we will be having an extra 30 minutes of extra time. The least both sides deserve. Barcelona shown fight and spirit that maybe has not been there all season to get back in this game. Not once but twice. Vinicius Junior in the first half put Real Madrid 1-0 up with a lovely left-footed strike high that beat Ter Stegen into the roof of the goal down in the middle. It was then 1-1 with a goal from Luc de Jong. Militao's clearance bounced off de Jong, hit the underside of the post and in for 1-1. It was then 2-1 with Karim Benzema scoring. He had an attempt. He curled towards goal. Ter Stegen parried to his left. Carvajal put it back into the middle of the box. And there to put it in was Benzema via a faint flick from the goalkeeper that parried it straight to him. And then Barcelona, you thought they couldn't level again, but they did. They made it 2-2 with a ball in from Jordi Alba. Absolutely precision cross on the money, on the plate for Ansu Fati to head in and finish off. And that is exactly what he did. And it is now going to be an extra 30 minutes of extra time because of that Ansu Fati goal around about sort of 5 minutes before the end of normal time. And of course, it is always interesting, the sort of dynamic, the focus now for extra time as both sets of players just take fluids on board. There's a roundabout sort of a 5-minute break, isn't there, before extra time gets started. Of course, Barcelona made all 5 of their subs in normal time, but due to it going to extra time, you get an extra sub, don't you? So there's that luxury for themselves. Whereas Real Madrid have made 2, they can make 5 in extra time. So that might make a difference. That is something that you could possibly look at. And as well, you look at the dynamics, as I was saying, of extra time. What is the message from the managers? Do they just, try and strike early and not wait for maybe one team to tire out? Or will both of them just sort of be cautious, don't overexert themselves, and maybe save it for the penalty shootout? It is always an ever-changing landscape, isn't it, when you get to the sort of extra time? But we will be back for the first half of extra time, the first 15 minutes of it, very, very shortly. It's finished after 90 minutes. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 2. Start of extra time, both managers trying to get their messages on board to both of their players. It's not been a bad old first Clásico for Xavi, as manager of Barcelona has it. Carlo Ancelotti, remember, has won a cup final as Real Madrid manager against this very opponent. Remember 2014 at the Mestalla, Gareth Bale scoring that wonderful solo goal where he just beat Marc Bartra, sent him packing, and then managed to finish off the move with that wonderful finish past Victor Valdés that saw Real Madrid win that particular night. Can they get through, though, in this semi-final with extra time to come? You probably have to say at this moment in time, this game probably means a lot more for Barcelona, given the fact that they have had a pretty poor campaign so far, whereas Real Madrid's is, of course, still got a lot of promise to it. Lucas Vázquez has come on for the start of extra time. We wait to see who this is going to be for. He has been playing at right back for the majority of the season. I would imagine this could be for Carvajal, who's only just returned to the side after a few weeks out with that sort of muscle injury that had forced him out and aggravated him. And it is Carvajal, so my suspicions were right, who comes off for the start of extra time. And here's someone, Lucas Vázquez, who is more of a person who tends to put more of a cross in than a sort of normal type of right back or full back, potentially with a run. And you can see why that he's been converted from a right winger, right midfielder to a right back. But it will be Real Madrid to get extra time underway. They go from left to right. Remember last year, Barcelona played the final after extra time, lost by 3-2 against Athletic Bilbao. It's gone to extra time with the score again at 90 minutes. So hopefully it won't be a case of deja vu for them. Araujo with the header to Busquets. Back to Piqué. Now with Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Ball with his right foot to Piqué. Now towards Ousmane Dembele. Cut up by Vázquez. Now with Nico González. Busquets to Memphis. Has now found Ezabda. Nico Gonzalez. Jordi Alba. Dembele. Trying to take on Vázquez, trying to go through the gap between himself and Rodrigo, and it's actually gone Real Madrid's way. Dembele did take a tumble. It was minimal contact, but maybe Barcelona and Xavi thought it was enough to give a free kick. He did just sort of go thigh to thigh with Rodrigo, and the referee is actually giving it against Dembele because he sort of just used his arm to stop the ball, thinking it was going to get a free kick. Though, much to the bemusement and amazement of Xavi and Dembele, Real Madrid have got a free kick, which they clear straight to Piqué and Barcelona. Here is now Busquets. Ball out to the left with Ousmane Dembele. Going to take on Vázquez. Got a new person to try and target and try and get the better of after Carvajal went off. Alba. Through it goes. Has found Ansu Fati as he goes down. Corner kick. Casemiro went to ground. Has hit Ansu Fati in the back. It has forced Fati to stay down due to a bit of a knock on his back. It looked like it was just going to roll to him, didn't it? There was Casemiro there. Valverde was there. It was Valverde who put the tackle in. Casemiro couldn't get out of the way as he went into the back of him. Corner kick's taken short by Memphis on this left-hand side. Dembele with the ball in. Good delivery. Stood up well. And there to attack the header was Ezabda at the back post. How he would dearly have loved to open his account for Barcelona with that chance there. Great ball in. And it was to him. He drifted to the right-hand side of the post. Unmarked. But it's one of those that it's just too high. Not too sure whether he's actually tried to sort of guide that in with his head towards Courtois' right-hand side in that far left-hand post. Or if he's tried to just sort of head it towards that back post, looking for someone else to run onto it and just head in from a closer range. Trying to play out. 3 minutes of extra time gone. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 2. Here's the latest here. First time they've met in the Super Cup since 2017 when Real Madrid won both those games. 5-1 on aggregate, 3-1 in the Nou Camp, 2-0 in the Bernabeu. Zinedine Zidane was the coach then, wasn't it? Just as they were really starting to become the formidable force they were with that hat-trick of Champions League wins, which no side has done still to this day. Barcelona were into the early stages of the Ernesto Valverde reign. Here is Ousmane Dembele. He's had a really good night tonight. Tries to play it to Jordi Alba, but cutting out was Rodrigo, who's done a lot more backtracking than probably he was anticipating, perhaps. The Brazilian, Nelson Araujo, into Memphis. Bit of space to turn. Play it to his right. Now he finds Ezabda. Busquets. Playing in a very different role to what we've usually seen over the last few years. Jordi Alba fizzing a ball in, looking for Ansu Fati, but it's defended well by Real Madrid. Vinicius touch lets him down, but he is able to recover and head all the way back to Ferland Mendy. They're playing the ball with it, just playing around with the ball just on their own 18-yard box. Militao, firm pass to Benzema ahead of him, but cut out well by Piqué, very close to him, gets the foot in first. It could prove decisive, perhaps. Dembele, 35 yards from goal, are Barcelona. Pedri, Busquets, out to Ezabda. He's going to take on Mendy here. No, he's not. He's going to go back to Busquets. Nico Gonzalez. To Busquets. Alba. Gonzalez again. Real Madrid just trying to keep their energy in the tank. Not trying to just use fatigue as an excuse. They're just trying to hold it in, manage this situation at the moment, which Barcelona are in dominant control of. Good turn by Pedri, was just trying to feed it into Ousmane Dembele, but Real Madrid clear it away. Piqué does well to win it against Karim Benzema. And the crossfield pass over to the left looking for Dembele. It's intercepted well by Rodrigo. Piqué hasn't kept that one in. And it will go Real Madrid's way for a throw. he is seen a lot with the El Clasicos, isn't he, PK? He's played in semi-finals of Champions Leagues. He's played in cup finals against Real Madrid. He's even played in massive league encounters. Where does this one rank in his eyes for importance and massive games? Vázquez, and there was just a bit of a concern as well because the camera was panning to PK and he was pretty much just clutching his right thigh. So that is not a sign or something that the Barcelona fans hearing this want to hear. Here is now Vinicius. Ferland Mendy. Vinicius gets it back. Will it reach him? No, it will not. Ter Stegen pretty sharp off his line to get on that ball from Mendy. When does Carlo Ancelotti perhaps maybe look to bring players on to take a penalty if it does ever cross his mind? Remember, this is the first of two semi-finals. The final will be played on Sunday. The winners of this will play Atletico Madrid or Athletic Bilbao. It is currently 2 apiece between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Barcelona have come back twice from losing positions in this game. Here's Ousmane Dembele. Goes on the inside, runs straight into Valverde, but he's just trying to close Vázquez's pass down and does so, but Real Madrid come away with it. Casemiro gets away from the challenge of Jordi Alba. They're free on the left-hand side. Rodrigo, he's got Benzema, Vinicius there. He cuts it back. Dummy by Vinicius, Valverde! 3-2 Real Madrid. The first big chance of extra time for either side has ended up in the back of the net by Federico Valverde as he is adored by the Real Madrid subs who are warming up over on the right-hand side just off the pitch. They lead for the third time tonight. We've got a fifth goal, and it's Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 3. What a break by Real Madrid. And just as Barcelona had a goal with a sub for Ansu Fati in normal time, Federico Valverde is the substitute who scores for Real Madrid to put them in the lead again in this Spanish Super Cup semi-final. Well, you've got to give so much credit to Rodrigo, first of all for the pass, and then it's just genius from Vinicius because I think Barcelona and Ter Stegen think Vinicius is going to take this on himself, but he dummies it for Valverde, and what composure he shows as well, because he could easily panic, he could easily think about where he's not going to put it, but I think he knows anyway where this is going to go, and he just puts it beyond the keeper into the net. He takes a yellow card for taking his shirt off, and he just sort of took his shirt off and pretty much just showed the camera on the side of the pitch who scored that goal, who I am, essentially. And it's one goal for him tonight to add to Benzema and Vinicius scoring, and it's a fifth goal of this encounter. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 3. And Real Madrid have struck fairly early in extra time. Inside the 8 minutes of it that we've already played, we've got another sort of 7 minutes of this first half to go. And Barcelona have got to find something within themselves again to equalise from. And extra time in this competition could be not really on their side as it stands, just like the Supercopa final. The Estadio de la Cartua in Seville just 12 months ago. Here's Busquets on the halfway line. Looks up, checks where his options are, goes to his left, finds Ansu Fati. Dembele, it's blocked. Straight to Fati, was it? No, Vázquez clears it against Fati, goes into the side netting towards Courtois' right and goes out for a Real Madrid goal kick. Well, when it was the latter part of the second half, Barcelona kept coming and coming at Real Madrid. They've just got to do this again. They've got Ansu Fati on the pitch. He's got fresh enough legs. There's Abda, you'd have to say as well. They could even put on Ferran Jucler as well, potentially. He's the only other attacking option for Barcelona to bring on. So there is still hope. It's not dead and buried or over just yet. Nico Gonzalez to Busquets. This must be a chance to shoot. He does. Well saved by Courtois. He's parried it straight to Dembele. Courtois saves again. Not once but twice Courtois has made saves from Barcelona players. And he's made a brilliant one to keep, first of all, Busquets out. This one was from range. Hits it away from the bodies And then Dembele has one that's saved as well. The corner to the edge of the box is struck by Pedri, who comes onto it, but has just sliced it away from goal and out for a goal kick. But just going back to that sort of Dembele chance, it came to him. He then got on his left foot on the outside, tried to beat Courtois. Courtois had already dived, and he sort of pushed it away to his right. So he's actually left a bit of that right-hand side of the goal for Dembele to aim for, but he's still got a good enough hand to it to save it. And then that chance from the corner, again they went short, again they worked for something from the training ground to the edge of the box once more. We've seen them do that so many times tonight, Barcelona, and then it went to Pedri. As he comes onto it, he's just tried to find that far corner away from Courtois, but he's put it wide, and the ball goes back into play, so much so that Benzema and Rodrigo collide with each other. As Benzema goes into the side of Rodrigo's face, Benzema was trying to out-jump Piqué, and then just went straight into Rodrigo, who didn't see him coming. Even if you probably heard a shout of watch out, it was too late to even react or even move out of the way, given the short amount of time. Benzema did take a bit of a knock as a result of that, as did Vinicius, but I think Benzema's come off a little bit more worse than that, but he does get back up. He is a real fighter, is Karim Benzema. He's someone I think doesn't probably get a lot of credit for the goals he scores, the amount he scores. You talk about Lewandowski, only him and Erling Haaland scored more than Karim Benzema in 2021. And that was for a Real Madrid side that didn't win anything, but still showed him to be in a real positive, good light. As play resumes now in Barcelona's favour. Araujo, to Pedri. Over now to Ousmane Dembele, who at times has been a real thorn in the Barcelona side. Cross goes in from the left, blocked off by Vázquez. Out for a corner kick. One additional minute looks to be the call for extra time. But we're still into the 104th minute. Dembele with the corner in there, doesn't beat the first man. It's away by Vázquez, vital header away. Can they look to another counter-attack? Rodrigo gets it from Vinicius. He then gets away from Pedri, who fouls him with a little kick to the ankle of Rodrigo. Free kick to Real Madrid, just in the final few inches of their own half, right by the halfway line over to the right-hand side of the pitch, or the left-hand side Barcelona are defending from. And this game is still being played at a fast pace. Both these sides hell-bent on trying to win it, trying to outdo the other one, and not trying to let this game go to penalties. It has been brilliant. Really good advert for Spanish football, which, of course, is trying to reach out to a wider audience. That is the clear message here, of course, being played in Saudi Arabia, and certainly has achieved that here. Throwing comes in from the left. Albert to Pedri, who goes down for the challenge of Federico Valverde. 104 minutes gone. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 3. Vinicius gave Real Madrid the lead. Barcelona equalised in the first half with Luke de Jong, so it was 1-0 at the break. It was 2-1 when Benzema scored with around about sort of just over 15 minutes to go. Barcelona responded again around 10 minutes later. Ansu Fati. So we ended 90 minutes at 2 apiece. Now Federico Valverde scored to put Real Madrid 3-2 up and in front for a third time. Ansu Fati, good jinking run. Goes to the edge of the box, tries to find Memphis, but it's cleared away by Real Madrid. It goes over to the left-hand side. The last touch comes off Nico Gonzalez. It will be a Real Madrid throw. As now this one extra minute will now be played of extra time in the first half of extra time, in fact. Vázquez's ball forward goes off Jordi Alba. And out for another Real Madrid throw. They're just trying to try and kill the next sort of 45 seconds. And I think as well, for the next quarter of an hour that's about to come for extra time, they might be doing a little bit more trying to kill the game. Just trying to manage it in the right way. Not give Barcelona a chance. Any hope of getting back into it. Xavi is still as animated as he can be. Sort of in his real casual look. Oh, that's a great ball slip through to Benzema. He looks left, tries to find Vinicius. Vital foot by Araujo. And then Mendy tries to give it to Vinicius. But both times, two Barcelona players back to defend it. And then Vinicius has won it from Abda. Now Benzema has it, tries to find Phil or Mendy, but it's defended well again by Barcelona. As the first half of extra time draws to a close. Real Madrid are 15 minutes away from a place in the Supercopa de España final. We've had one goal in extra time. Federico Valverde got it. Brilliant work from Real Madrid to set the chance up again. It was brilliant play from Rodrigo. Cut it back, looked for Vinicius. He fooled everybody, including myself, thinking he was going to take it on himself. Didn't. Dummied it for Valverde directly behind him, and then he used his left foot to strike it in the net. But Barcelona have had two good chances themselves in this half. Busquets and Ousmane Dembele forced two saves out of Courtois in a matter of around 20 seconds. It's still all to play for, but Real Madrid with a slight advantage. It is half-time in extra time. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 3. So the second half of extra time is going to be underway very, very shortly. Luis Enrique was caught in conversation with a couple of what probably seems to be Spanish football executives or representatives from the Spanish Football Federation. They are no doubt probably chatting about the game, how good it's been. So much action, so much talking points from the game. And we're about to see another final 15 minutes of it here as the Real Madrid players take their final fluids on board, get the stretches in and get the medical staff to just maybe try to raise the crap that might be just setting in amongst the players. Well, if the second semi-final is just as good as this one, then the final is going to be an absolute cracker. Remember, that's played tomorrow. Atletico Madrid against Athletic Bilbao. We're underway, though, for the second half of extra time. Just as Real Madrid did in the first half of extra time, it goes from left to right. It's Barcelona, though, who get us underway. Busquets to Ronald Araujo, the Uruguayan. Remember, he's replaced at the start of the night Eric Garcia due to a hamstring problem that is, or a thigh issue, one of the two, that has led to him missing out this semi-final El Clásico. If he passes out to Jordi Alba, will go Real Madrid's way. As we are 35 seconds now. I didn't say 34. And about 35 seconds into the second period of extra time, with Real Madrid leading by 3-2. No doubt they do not want to go and concede again to Barcelona, who are looking to respond for a third time in the game, and have shown they are made of stone and have shown to be in a strong line over normal time, but can they do it in extra time? Benzema, now to Casemiro, fourth goal would kill it. Casemiro tries the cheeky route to goal, trying to catch Ter Stegen out, but instead just passed it straight to him. In fact, didn't get enough a lot of loft on the shot to beat him, and two, it was rather tame from Casemiro. But will the tired legs creep in? As of yet, there's no obvious signs of fatigue. It's all a mental side, isn't it? Memphis has found. There's Abda. Or it looked like anyway. He had the beating of Mendy on the inside run, but it will not reach the young Moroccan and instead go to Thibaut Courtois, who throws it a long old way out to Lucas Vázquez, who's getting away from Dembele. Rodrigo into Federico Valverde. Now he tries to find Benzema. It's well away from him. Kroos, though, to continue the attack. Vinicius, Kroos again. With his right foot, plays it to Vinicius, who's standing right on the corner of the left-hand box. Benzema, around about 25 yards away from the Barca goal. Dropped back a couple of yards due to that pass to Casemiro. Ferland Mendy now back in the Real Madrid half. Nacho to Courtois. Pretty much just standing on his 18-yard area. Plays a high ball. Benzema's offside. Vinicius isn't. And then Araujo heads it straight back to Ter Stegen. Vinicius goes down. Touch of cramp. Barcelona do not need to stop this game. Ter Stegen is going to Vinicius' aid. Here is now Ousmane Dembele. Fati, Gonzalez and Memphis, the options he can go for. He is trying to play it alongside Ansu Fati. Here's Pedri though, around about 20 yards from goal in a central position. Busquets lets it run across him for Ezabda. Away from the challenge of Benzema. Good honesty there because he was clipped by Benzema. Araujo with the ball. It's straight to the edge of the box. Not firmly cleared away enough by Casemiro. And it's hit by Ezabda. And it just trickles to the right of Courtois' goal and wide. Finally got that chance, didn't he? Ezabda hit it low. It's a driven effort. Tries to find that corner of Courtois' goal, the left-hand side of the goal or the right-hand side of Courtois. It's one that doesn't find the back of the net. And still it remains 3-2 in Real Madrid's favour. Vinicius is now receiving some treatment from the Real Madrid physios who may take him off. It might actually be him coming off altogether, in fact, rather than just for a few brief moments. Gets a clap from the Real Madrid fans. It all stems from him just trying to chase onto Araujo's header back to Ter Stegen. And off he goes. And Eduardo Camavinga comes on. His first taste of an El Clasico. He was an unused sub in the first game at the Camp Nou back in October. So he comes on, and Barcelona have made a change as well. A sub for a sub, as Ezabda is replaced, and Ferran Jutgla, just like Camavinga, has his first taste of an El Clasico. So Barcelona have made that extra sub in extra time, making their full quota of subs to 6. What a hero Ferran Jutgla could be if he could get a goal in extra time. He would immediately endear himself to the Blaugrana faithful. Courtois on the edge of the box. Gets it back as Real Madrid are just trying to play it around with it at the back. Vázquez. Valverde. Now Kroos, Benzema peels to the left-hand side, receives it, plays it into the box, it's found Rodrigo, comes to Kroos, flicks it away from Jordi Alba, and then he overruns it and fouls Ousmane Dembele. I think for me, he probably could have hit that first time, in fact, could Toni Kroos. Really nice setup into him, it was all laid up for him to hit it, teed up by Rodrigo, but it wasn't to be as Toni Kroos has been unable to score or get the shot away altogether. Jutgla gives it back to the Barca midfield. Now Memphis over to the left-hand side of the box. Nacho is closing him down. Gets it in. Finds Ansu Fati. Already scored once. Goes down. Great tackle by Vázquez. Referee said he got the ball. Ansu Fati still down. Not getting one. And then there's a foul by Pedri as he just pulls on the shirt of Toni Kroos. But he just tried to turn a full rotation, didn't he? Just tried to turn that sort of 360 degrees to get that penalty. Didn't get it, did he? And it was a really good tackle by Vázquez. And it is still Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 3. You can certainly see that there are positive steps Barcelona moving forward as the season goes on, and Ronald Araujo is penalised for a foul. He just had an arm in the back of Eduardo Camavinga. Certainly no debate about that, as Camavinga was just trying to get up, use his height to flick on the kick over that sort of left-hand side. Still down, sort of just knees into the ground and just sort of leaning over, just trying to stretch out the sort of ache or pain that he's probably in a bit of at the moment. Rose will take this free kick. 112 gone of extra time. 8 minutes to go. Real Madrid lead by 3-2 against Barcelona. Ball has found Benzema, but he's offside. And even though he was offside, he couldn't keep the attack alive because he touched it out of play last. Jordi Alba, Pedri. Of course, not so long ago was in extra time himself in the European Championship semi-final against Italy, where, of course, Spain would ultimately fall short at Wembley Stadium. Jordi Alba looking down the left-hand side, looking for the run of Ansu Fati, but Real Madrid defend it. Militao with the header away. Benzema with the flick on, right on the halfway line, but it's cut out well by Jordi Alba. Busquets to Pedri. Plays it through, looking for Ferran Jutgla, but he's stretched as far as he can, but he's never going to reach that, is he? And it goes over the dead ball line and out of play for a Real Madrid goal kick. Well, they're edging ever closer. They can't feel like the job is done yet. They can't have complacency because Barcelona have done it twice. They've answered the call to respond. They've done it. And they've done it on more than one occasion. As the stadium lights are on, as it is nightfall in Saudi Arabia, in particular the country Riyadh. It is a 3-hour time difference, in fact, over in Riyadh. So we are heading in to midnight in Saudi Arabia. PK's pass has found Busquets. Dembele. Pedri. Chip ball through to the left. It's not going to reach Alba. It will go out for a goal kick. 3-hour time difference in England. 2-hour time difference in Spain, remember. Xavi just with a little scratch of his head. Just pacing up and down his technical area. He's done all he can. He's thrown up all his subs. He's thrown up potential players to come on and salvage it. Does look like it's slipping away. And another chance of a trophy going to go by the wayside. And what is probably the biggest game of his reign so far, you'd probably have to say. In just a short time as being the Catalan club boss. Here is now Busquets, around about 35 yards from the Real Madrid goal, in a central position. Plays it to Dembele, who's now in a right-sided position. To Busquets again. Now to Pedri. Over to the left with Jordi Alba. Plays it into the box to Memphis. Is this the moment? Going to ground was Casemiro. Memphis stayed on his feet. Got away from him. Vázquez, though, put him off as he tried to play it back. And Real Madrid just about do enough to keep Barcelona at bay. Get a ground like that, you're really running the risk. And Casemiro should know better because he's been booked there. Doesn't need to do it. He's lucky he doesn't catch him. It's a bit irrelevant, the fact that, you know, you question him going to ground. Benzema, heavy touch. Araujo lets him run. He's not got it in him to catch him. He might go left. He might go right. He goes left to Camavinga. High ball to Rodrigo. It's going to go out, is it? No, it's not. It's kept in and kept alive by Rodrigo. Benzema to Rodrigo. Benzema again. He was on the stretch. Wasn't in. Lost his balance and lost his footing as Barcelona can clear the ball away and clear their lines. Up in the air is Nacho, heads it to Camavinga. Their right-hand side is completely gone, Barcelona. Camavinga trying to get away from Araujo. Well stood up by the Uruguayan, who goes down. You can tell he's starting to feel it now. He's starting to seize up and starting to pull up, isn't he? When Benzema was running ahead of him, Araujo went back. He knew if he committed, he was probably going to have to go off. It's all about managing your body now. It's so hard. It is just an endurance sort of test, isn't it? What's been a real slog, a real humdinger, this Spanish Super Cup semi-final, which is going the way of Real Madrid. They lead by 3-2. Jordi Alba on this left-hand side, trying to get room and find a good position for a cross. Can't do so. Has to play it into the middle. Busquets to Ousmane Dembele. It's going to take on Ferland Mendy. One Frenchman to the other. Dembele's cross goes to the left-hand side of the box. Headed by Gonzalez, looking for Jucla, but Real Madrid get it away. And I think there might have been a foul, actually, from Memphis on, I think, the man down there is Vázquez or Valverde. It's one of the two who's gone down. And the referee, Jose Luis Manuel Montero, has stopped it. Yeah, it's Valverde who goes down. Certainly Memphis has just completely caught him by accident. But we are nearly there for extra time. It's up to Barcelona to score, to send it to penalties. At the moment they're not. We've got 2 minutes of it left. Real Madrid look like they are going to be heading to the Spanish Super Cup final, just like they did in 2020. It's Benzema. Can he keep it in play? Can he? Has still got some energy left. Going to take on Busquets. But Busquets stands up well. Good tackle. Advantage played. Barcelona throw. It's been a great battle between two good sides. And you'd probably have to say the big question was, could Barcelona match Real Madrid? Given Real Madrid's sort of, position and where Barcelona are, have they been able to withstand it? And they have done just that. They've certainly said that it might not be their season at this moment in time, but they will come back. They can threaten Real Madrid. They're going to threaten them here now. They're on the pitch. Really good play by Jucla. Goes down. Free kick Real Madrid's way. It was a 50-50 battle between him and Eder Militao, which Militao has come out on top of. Looked like he had the beating of him. Just got his body up there as Jucla went to ground, trying to just put the ball back into the box, looking for a teammate in red and blue, but Militao got in front of him and he does catch him, and it is a Real Madrid free kick, which they are no doubt ecstatic about. Their fans are waving their scarves in the air. They are closing in on a place in the Spanish Super Cup final. Courtois will take this kick. We've got 20 seconds of it left. In fact, and this would be their 17th appearance in this final. Second one from 3 since the 4-team format. Here is now Pedri. 2 more minutes for Real to hold on, or for Barca to take us to penalties. Busquets with the ball in there, looking for Piqué. He's acted as a striker now. It's gone to sort of last-ditch territory. Desperation now for Barcelona. Dembele in the box with his right foot. Mendy with his arms behind his back, strikes his face. Comes back to Dembele, goes back to Busquets. Dembele again over on this right-hand side. Cross goes in, looks for Piqué, heads it back. And there's the overhead kick from Ansu Fati. Doesn't get it goalwards. Araujo keeps it alive. Pedri. They are pushing as hard as they can. They've pretty much got every other outfielder in the box. There's only 4 outside. Well, within the final sort of 25 yards. Everyone else on the final 18 yards. Camavinga to Benzema. He's been set free. Rodrigo coming up, as is Lucas Vázquez. Rodrigo's found this to seal it. No, it's not. He's put it wide. Vázquez has got to rush back into his right back position. But Rodrigo was given the chance to wrap this game up, and he has failed. Barcelona, though, will come again. Here is now Ousmane Dembele for Barcelona. Deep cross in from the right-hand side. Can only pick out a white shirt. It's away by Federico Valverde. He's going to be the match winner at this moment in time in this Spanish Super Cup semi-final. Barcelona have left acres of space. They're gone at the back. They can't keep this up. Ter Stegen, no, quick off his line to play the sweeper keeper role. Plays it into the middle in his own half. Now to Jordi Alba. He's pulled up. He's gone. Barcelona just got to keep going and going. Ansu Fati. It's Dembele, with the cross in. Straight to Courtois, who catches it and goes down. That might be it now. And Barcelona's chances of getting a 6th goal. And it will be. Barcelona are out of the Spanish Super Cup, but Real head through to Sunday's final. What a battle between these two great sides. It was an El Clasico to remember, not for the controversial reasons, but for more the spectacle it was in the Saudi Arabian capital of Riyadh. Real Madrid twice took the lead in 90 minutes. First of all through Vinicius Jr. with his 15th goal of the season. Pegged back by Barcelona first time round. When Militao's clearance bounced off, Luke de Jong hit the underside of the post and in. 1-0 at the break. They went 2-1 up. Benzema scoring. Who else for Real Madrid? The captain scoring after Ter Stegen with his foot. Played it straight to him from Carvajal's cross. They responded again. Ansu Fati, the sub, heading in. It was 2-2, but they would win it in extra time, Los Blancos, and that's how it would stay, with Federico Valverde scoring and finishing off the night in extra time towards the end of the first half. Barcelona out. Real Madrid keep up their unbeaten run in El Clasicos. It's now up to 6, and they are very close now to winning the first major trophy of the season in Spanish football. Full time, what a game. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 3. Lost after 100 grueling minutes at the King Fahd International Stadium. By Sion. Alba gets the crossing, blocked by Sion. Alba gets the crossing, blocked by Sion. Alba gets the crossing, blocked by Sion. Alba